Today is to the Minister for Skills, TAFE and Tertiary Education. Can the Minister please update the House on the progress of converting TAFE New South Wales teachers from temporary to permanent?
Good question. I call the Minister.
Mr Speaker, can I thank the member for Cabramatta for his question, and can I thank him for being a member who understands the importance of vocational training for the people in his electorate and the great opportunities for careers that provides to his constituents. And I'm really pleased to be able to update the House on the conversion of teaching staff to permanent roles at TAFE New South Wales as part of the Minns Labor government's commitment to rebuilding TAFE after a decade of neglect from those opposite. Mr Speaker, we understand that we need a strong and robust teaching workforce to deliver the skilled workforce across industries in these states, from critical infrastructure like housing and roads to the nurses and support workers that hold our communities together. And that's why we have made building and supporting the New South Wales vet teaching workforce a strategic priority as part of our reform agenda under the New South Wales Skills Plan. And we have doubled down on our commitment to convert staff. Now, when we came to government in 2022, in the last year of the former government, over 50% of the teaching workforce did not have the security of permanent positions in TAFE. I'm really pleased to say that as of the beginning of this year, 1,700 casual and temporary staff had been moved into permanent roles, just in time for semester one. That's only the beginning. We will keep working with our staff to make sure that they have that security they need to deliver the services. And I want to highlight a couple of electorates and areas where we have seen really impressive figures. And just by chance, the first one is Port Macquarie, where we've seen 56 new local teachers start with the certainty of permanent roles since we came to government. 56. Some of them, I can imagine some of them might have been shaking the hand of the leader of the Nationals as he campaigned in the by-election.
Members will come to order, and note that the chair is currently the member for Port Macquarie. Okay. I have that role as well.
Right, the acting member for Port Macquarie. Well, the acting member for Port Macquarie will be interested to know about that. But, colleagues, hasn't the leader of the Nationals been quiet this week? He hasn't asked the question this week. He's hardly even called a point of order. I think he might have only had one warning this week. And we saw, of course, in Port Macquarie, while we were making great progress with TAFE teachers in Port Macquarie, the coalition was duking it out. If you'd believe the press, it was something like the rumble in the jungle come to Port Macquarie. It was going to be the big showdown. But what's ended up happening is that the Nationals haven't managed to get off their lowest number of seats in 99 years in this place. Their big talk wasn't followed up by a win in the election. And so we've seen a very quiet leader of the Nationals.
Minister, member for Cabramatta.
Mr Speaker, I'd like to seek an extension of time.
And I'll give you the extension of the Minister noting the clock, so it's about a minute and a half.
Mr Speaker, so it has been a very interesting follow-up from that campaign, and we can almost hear the Nationals tooling up for a leadership challenge. The machinations are going on. But Mr Speaker, I'll move on. We've had some other great figures around the state. In Tamworth, for example, the member for Tamworth will be thrilled to know that since 2023 there's been 70 permanent positions converted in his area. A great boost in the certainty for his TAFE. And across the Northern Rivers, 58 positions. And I've been thrilled to be in this place this week for the first week with the member for Lismore on the front bench. I'm moderately jealous of the fact that in 1 week she's had the same number of questions from the opposition that I've had the whole 18 months. But
come on, Janelle.
She's.
They haven't learned yet, Steve.
Members.
She's hit them for 6, so I doubt they'll be following up with many. But anyway, but what's really exciting about that and the representation that the member for Lismore provides is that now this Labor government has a minister bounding the Victorian border and the Queensland border. In fact, we're the only party in this place that has a member representing those two areas. It's very exciting, and that's because, as the member for Rhodes tells us all the time, we are the party of the bush. And
Minister, a lot of time has expired.